Well, the humidity still a factor on this fall afternoon, but no rain in the forecast. That's the good news as you look inside Everbank Stadium here in Jacksonville. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And they're going to mark that win. It went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
Ready? 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Up the middle they go. Keys. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down the inside the 40. An excellent way to start the drive there at 18 yards. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Go.
Back to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The Jaguars are 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season, and they fell in the opener, got back on the beam with a win in week 2, but stumbled again last week to fall under 500.
And despite that stumble, I don't think anyone's too concerned because they've made mistakes that they believe are correctable. And this is a team still getting to know each other. I'm not that concerned, and neither are they.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. This defense for the Chiefs, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 23. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical it would be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Ready? 19-18.
Now back to throw. He's going to go down.
Look at that 6-man block.
Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And he's caught by Lamb. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down.
There's another example of what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
18, 5 here.
They'll drop the throw. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Brock Bowers, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Chiefs, nothing. McPherson set to kick off.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook. And
He can't get off blocks.
Down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Here's a quick throw caught out wide. So no gain on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down. You look at this Jaguar defense. And they're a tough unit to throw against. Currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, it'd easily move into the top 5.
Next to the air. His throw incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense. It's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
10 yards to go.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. To throw is Nix. And he will find his man on the end rail.
Oh, wow.
And a good job defensively. They stop him short at first at the 32. Running for it. Here's Cook. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. 1st down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. 1st down, Kansas City.
Throwing Nix. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Colston Loveland, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do. So I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
Cougar 19. Big line.
Now a handoff up the middle. Keys. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like he's spotted right in midfield at the 50. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ready up.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Complete. Hunter Henry with the grab. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. These 2 teams all tied after 1. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football, as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Up the middle they go. Keys. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Well, you know they had a 3rd down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here we go. 77.
Back to throw here. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Warriors 70. Let's go. Wrap roll 80.
Second and 11.
Get out of here. Get out of here.
He's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
We know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. 18 Pioneer.
He'll look to throw. And it is caught. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 16. They'll get a pick up there at 22. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Keys. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Hunter Henry, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. And Pointer, they found a gap there on the post pattern in the middle of the end zone.
And ordinarily, that's a tough spot to find because there's usually coverage to take away that portion of the field. But they found a gap, and they exploited it.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
McPherson set to kick off.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And just not enough on the throw there, down around his feet and incomplete.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. But let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
Now a 2nd and 10. On play action, here's Nix. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, there's your first ROI, right? Return on investment of their first-round pick. His first NFL sack, I know they want him to be an impact player right out of the gate.
A lot of pressure to put on a young man, but I think you agree he has the ability to deliver on it.
And he just did. Probably the first of many sacks in a long career.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Come on.
He's got his target. That's
Come on, man.
and he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get
It's crazy.
the conversion.
And the Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
To throw, here's Nix. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Nix.
Oh, get out of here. Oh, wow. These niggas is running the jankiest stuff.
41-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Here's Nix once more. That's caught by Tucker. Troy. Now he's
Shaky play.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Trey Tucker, 41 yards. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point attempt here still to come. And we've got a good one brewing. We'll knot it up at 14.
Ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
Ready up. Ready. 77.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Hey, let's go now. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Ready.
Up the middle they go. Keys. And we'll get him a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of 5. first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Trap 60.
Back to throw now on first down. Short throw, caught by balance. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Panther 60. 19 tight.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
Dang. No, they got him back there soon as did it anyway.
There he goes left side.
See him playing back.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. It just appeared there that the defense, they had that read from the moment the ball was snapped. And not only did they get the interception, had a nice return on top of it, all the way to the end zone for a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, the guy made the play. He gets the points. But it really was a group effort, wasn't it? How about the coaches? They've got to be so excited. All the preparation time in the film room, it translated into a big play that put points on the board for their team.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
They stayed in my formations.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. His throw here's incomplete. George Pickens is intended receiver there, but it'll be second down.
So let's pick this home.
Check smash. Warriors 70.
They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. 65 yards. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half. There's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, where they want to let their return guy touch it.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
McPherson set to kick off.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with a little under a minute defensive play. They may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission.
Oh, wow.
He's across midfield. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
And as you saw right there, this is a guy with pretty good speed for a tight end. Nice job there, catching the short throw and turning it upfield. He can also be a weapon downfield as well.
And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Here's Nix. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Ready. Bombers, bombers, bombers.
Operating from the gun. Nix. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 and 12. Now a 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Nix. And that is caught for the touchdown. Kansas
Suck
City.
it,
James Cook with career touchdown number 70. And the Chiefs have taken the lead here in the final stages of this 1st half. Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Jaguars 21.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ready up.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Loose inside the 30. And he's giving his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. Well, Charles, it was so close to halftime there. You throw the interception, not only that,
Wide open.
you do
What
give
do I
it to
mean?
the
Look at that.
territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll go play action with Nix. And will be intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st half. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Evan McPherson set to kick off.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the 2nd half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on the swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ball game, and he's got a first down.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
Back to throw. Nix setting up the screen for
Killing.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. Nix to throw again. He's across midfield. And down to the 27-yard line. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
A gain of 26.
They'll look to throw again. That is caught at the 7. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Nick's going to tap this forward.
Oh, wow.
And he will score. Touchdown.
Well, they've been made fiery for him.
Trey Tucker, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out.
And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Well, this has been a bit of a tough game to figure out when it comes to him throwing the football. He's got the 3 touchdown passes, but now, Charles, this is a 3rd interception.
And those aren't really numbers that you'd like to see balance out. In a normal ledger sheet, if you can balance everything, you feel good about your day. But as a quarterback, you need your ratio to be more like 3 touchdown passes to 1 interception.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone.
Come on, pick that.
Incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Simple drag around here, lined up out left. He tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, the defender was right on him.
Looking to the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
17 yards. That's good for the Kansas City Chiefs. First down. It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Chiefs.
First down, here's the run with Cook.
Man, just don't get off blocks. Oh, these guys, superstars and X Factors. D-line.
And the Chiefs have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Jaguars 21.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really unfortunate for them helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the ball, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And it's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball, let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
Ready, break. Come 19, come 19, 19.
They'll look to throw it on 1st down. Got an open man, it's Pickens. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball. They leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
At the 23-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. That is incomplete.
Well, when the running game's not working sometimes, you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Come on. 60 Maverick, 18 Cardinal, 18.
They'll set up a throw.
I mean, every time they don't knock the ball or nothing. This nigga just throw picks.
The ball will come out to the 20. Well, the field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here and maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Next to the air. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great effort there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 35-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, coaches talking about taking care of the ball and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball. And it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll set up to throw. Oh, he dropped it.
Pickens. Anybody want Pickens? He'll go. I give him up for a fifth-round pick. It's a bomb.
The football, all the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now are doing their right. They want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
He will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. It'll be first and goal when we come back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Let's go. I'm in motion. Cougar 19. Reset.
Come on.
Not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
70 Timberwolves. Ready?
On second and goal, there's an option play left. And he is going to lose yardage here. Third and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable.
It's third down and goal to go.
Go.
Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And take this one in for a Jags touchdown. George Pickens taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Jaguars get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
Jaguars 28. Evan McPherson set to kick off.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch. Over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out with this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Throwing Nix. Looking deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's brought down after a very nice game. A big play there for KC. And even 40 yards. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 as they got it to the 28-yard line.
Terrell, who's 33? Get out of here. There's some shot.
Goes for 20. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And that's too tall for his receiver. It's incomplete. A 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their core playbook no matter who's on the field.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. They'll try and throw. Here's Nix. Touchdown! A 5-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter. No problem there on the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated. And now here's another interception. Inside the 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense. And certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping to hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough road for them. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a 1st down.
Let's go now.
Looking to throw. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 38. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he is going to go down here, but we also have a penalty marker at the line of scrimmage. They may have jumped the gun. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5. Now back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
2nd and 5. Back to throw again. That's going to be caught by Pickens. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 21. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Again, he'll drop the throw. This is caught. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed, I did, my good man. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
They'll try and throw for him. And the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. Chiefs are going to make the recovery. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they give you that type of field position, the advantage is...
He's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Well, they mentioned this week, Charles, they had a couple of kinks on offense that they wanted to fix. I would say they're pretty well fixed.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, just about everything they've run has been successful in this one. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm done with this, right? I have no answers for anything. In fact, I probably send a note to the clock operator. Let it run.
Let it run, baby.
Right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Come on. 19.
Now a play fake here on first down. They'll get the tight end Bowers involved here. And all the way down to the 39. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
That's good for the Jaguars. First down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
He'll drop to throw.
Get out of here.
Coverage terrific there as that's not
Come on.
incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And the Chiefs are going to get it.
Get out of here.
Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Here now a 3rd and 20.
Ready? Panther 60.
He'll look to throw. Had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
18, Pioneer.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And for it with such little time remaining. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Kansas City.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he hits him in stride. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Giving back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down.
And the first down, Chiefs.
To throw is Nix. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second. To throw, here's Nix. That's downfield. He's got Loveland. Here now, 3rd and a yard.
It's a gain of 19 and brings up 3rd down.
Now it's Nix. He's got his target. That's complete. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 31.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And really, it looked at times like they just had this one in cruise control out there.
They deserve a ton of credit because you and I both know, heck, they knew. This is a tough place to play. Overcame that with ease, romped home with an easy win. And here's the best part for them. It'd be easy to get to the airport because the crowd left pretty early in this one, didn't it?
Well, plus they have a police escort.
Okay, you had to split that part of it. Of course, they're going to get there. But think about how wide open things are now because this crowd didn't expect this.
No.
So they went back to the tailgate and said, let's go eat. This wasn't any fun for us.
Yeah, they took the drama out of this one pretty early on. So for Kansas City, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here.